Good evening and welcome to Edinburg, Texas. We're live at Edinburg Cat Stadium. I'm Donald Salinas. To my right, as always, Paul Alsbury. Paulo, get ready for a good one, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, before I get to my partner, Paulo, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, tonight it's going to be do or die from both coaches. I talked to both of them briefly, and I said, this is it. He goes, this is it. So the chances of continuing to play for the third season, like we call it, you play your preseason, you play your district, and then if you get a chance, you go to the playoffs, and that's season number 3. Well, tonight, whoever loses can kind of start kissing that season number 3 off. So,
or become best friends with a mathematician.
Yes, because on the Bobcat side, I think they could lose maybe one more, but they would need to win the last 2 and get some help. Now, winning all 3 would take care of business and not worry about that. On the other hand, Jags must win all their games in order to get into the playoffs, because one of the teams that will be competing against them is, of course, their last game of the season against Edinburg North. So, ladies and gentlemen, no matter what, whether they're going to make the playoffs or not, for this kind of games that we've seen in the past years, you throw away all the stats. You throw everything out the window. You forget about who's got the best record, who's got this. What you do is just remember it's the Bobcats and the Jags. It's 2 teams from Edinburg going at it. So you throw stats out the window, you throw records, you throw everything away, and get ready for a good football game like the way we had 2 weeks ago when it was the Cougars and the Bobcats, and Cougars were heavily favored. And you know what? Bobcats made it a game. As a matter of fact, they had the lead for a while, and they missed out on 4, 4th and 3, 4th and 5, 4th and 6 downs. That if they make one of those, it'd be a different score at the end of the game. Nevertheless, it was the Cougars that came out with a big win, but that's just to show you what kind of games they are when you have 2 teams from Edinburg playing each other. Of course, Robert Bella out of the picture this year. It's going to be these 3 schools. Whoever wins also has a chance for the city championship. So it's a big game tonight, no matter what the outcome is going to be. For right now, we're going to thank, of course, our board members for making this possible to get you this game to your house or anywhere in the world. That's the Board of Trustees, our president, Juan Sani Palacios, our vice president, Dr. Martin Castillo, our secretary, Jaime Solis, our members are Jaime Chavana, Carmen Gonzalez, Robert Peña Jr., and David Torres. Special thanks going out, of course, to David Torres for the 8 years of service. He's resigning, and also Jaime Chavana for 12 years of service. Special thanks going out to them. And, of course, let's thank our superintendent, Dr. Rene Gutierrez, of course, who brings you this picture and everything, Pablo, after the game.
First team All-State.
It's going to be the Cats TV. That is KATS Channel 17, and we'll mention the crew for tonight later on during the game. So, first of all, just to remind you, there's nothing wrong with your computer or your phone or anything. Due to UIO, we're not allowed to give you the live video. We can only go live audio, and the video will come at least 1 hour after the game. Here goes the kickoff. Pablo, take it away.
Castillo goes to the onside kick. It's gone 10 yards. You can get it wherever you want. For some reason.
Why were they waiting, Pablo?
I got to believe they were not aware that it crossed the 50 because it was an onside kick that had already gone 10 yards. Nobody was around it but the Bobcats.
And they
continued to let it roll.
So they went 16 yards.
So a miscue on the Bobcats because they could have very easily obtained that onside kick.
Oh, my
Bottom line,
God.
it's a very short kickoff and great field position for the Jaguars.
And ladies and gentlemen, you'll see it later, and you're hearing it right now. It was a Bobcat. Maybe it wasn't a planned onside kick,
yes,
but
sir,
it went
very
16
planned.
yards.
It was very planned.
Went 16 yards, and 2 players were walking or jogging next to the ball.
Yes, they could have got it. Oh, I saw that great tackle. Good job by the defensive lineman as he was stunning. Comes across and makes a great tackle. Defensive line. They tried to go around the right guard, but they met a stunning lineman. In other words, he was kind of going at an angle, don't it?
Okay, it's going to bring up, but he lost a yard, so it's going to be 2nd and 11. Good defense by the Bobcats on their first play. Jags coming on their first possession of the night. And we just started, ladies and gentlemen, in case you're just joining us, it's still Jaguar 0, Bobcat 0. Second play of the game coming up.
All right, Jaguars in the usual formation. Motion across. The top's going to be play-action pass. He's got a man deep, and he hits him. He's on the 30. He's going to go all the way. The 20, the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. That guy came across the formation, don't it? And nobody bothered to cover him. He was beyond wide open and went untouched.
Nobody within 15 yards around the receiver. Made sure he caught the ball, saw the ball all the way in, caught it, turned around, nothing but open field, went the distance of us. They went Paulo right there, 56 yards on the play. It is now the Jaguars scoring on their second play of the game to make it 6-0. Here comes the point after Paulo. Take us to it, Paulo.
Quite an unpleasant surprise for the Bobcats. It wasn't even really a trick play. It wasn't even a trick play, don't it? It was a breakdown in coverage. And it's a bad snap. I don't think he's going to make it. He's going to try to run it in. He's going to get tackled by the Bobcats. And, in fact, there is no extra point as it was a bad snap. The holder could not field it, and the kicker picks it up and tries to do the best he can and got splatted on the 10-yard line.
Paulo, that might come up big later on in the game. For right now, it was only 6 points. And like I say, 2 plays, and they didn't even pick up a first down on their first possession. No flags have been thrown, but it is right now. Edinburg Economedes Jaguars 6. Edinburg Bobcats 0. 11-13 to go in the game. Paulo, it didn't take them but what, Paulo, 43 seconds, 42
Not even.
seconds?
Rudy Castillo was wide open on that little crossing route. What he did, Donut, was he came from the other side of the formation, and the guys to the side of the pass cleared out. In other words, they ran a bomb, and the defensive backs went with them as opposed to kind of keeping your eyes. You know, maybe someone else is going to come across. Maybe someone's going to come into my zone, and they were not, you know, they just didn't see them, Donut.
Okay, Paulo, so we started the game with an onside kick. Easily, Paulo, with no question, within 5 yards. That was on the Jaguar side of the ball, and the Bobcats, for some reason, let it roll all the way to 16 yards down the field. They tried to get it after the Jags jumped on it. I don't see why, but anyway, for that reason, they lost a yard on the first play. Second play, they go on a pass all alone. Some mistake on the backfield, and he took it 56 yards for the touchdown, only 42 seconds into the game. It is Economedes Jags 6, Edinburg Bobcats 0. Bobcats coming up with their first possession. Pablo.
That's what the Bobcats can do. A low line drive is going to go over everybody's head. Barely goes in the end zone, but they're going to automatically down that, call that a touchback. No need these days, modern day, at this level, to have to receive, you know, to have to kneel it. It goes in the end zone, it's done.
All right, so it's going to go to the 25-yard line. That is where the Edinburg Bobcats are going to be starting, and big field position difference, Pablo. They started at the 46, at the 44. 46, Pablo, they started, and Bobcats will start at the 25.
Yeah, huge difference. I mean, you could even say it's a difference of 21 yards.
Yeah.
And that matters.